Hi, I'm Kimberley Fraser from Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia, and Fiddler Magazine has asked me to demonstrate a common characteristic within the Cape Breton fiddle style, so I thought I would show you a cut. A cut is a bow embellishment, and it actually comes from piping. You might have heard the term a piping burl. And in Scottish fiddling, the cut is often referred to as a burl, but in Cape Breton we usually refer to it as a cut. And what it is 3 distinct bow strokes. And if you were to see it written down, it would be written as 2 16th notes and an 8th note. And it's basically chopping up a quarter note. It's the same time value as a quarter. And when you hear Cape Breton fiddlers play, sometimes they'll play a quarter note and sometimes instead they'll play a cut. So I'm going to actually show you what the embellishment is, and then I'm going to play it in an A part of a tune, Green Grow the Rashes O, that I'm actually going to be doing in another video. So here's the ornament itself. I'm going to use the pickup note of a B, and I'm going to use the open A as the note that I'm going to cut. So here's the actual embellishment. So very distinctive bow strokes, very short. I'm actually going to play it in this tune so you can hear it in context. So again, the cut is 3 short, distinct bow strokes. And in terms of the bow direction, the most common way and probably easiest way of bowing it is down, up, down. So to demonstrate slowly, down, up, down. The other thing you might want to think about is using more wrist and hand than arm. So not getting your strokes out like this, but more wrist. The other idea that I like to talk about with this embellishment is to really get into the string by adding some weight and pressure with this hand, and that really gives it the distinctive crisp quality. So what I mean by that is really getting into the string so that you're almost pressing the stick into the hair. It's kind of that action. Adding some pressure so that the bow will want to jump back at you on the release of that. So getting the nice crisp sound. So that's one thing you can think about as well. The other thing to be careful of, because it's such a quick action, one thing that I see with some students is that when you approach it, you want to tense up because you know it's coming, and that might cause you to jump the gun a little bit in terms of the beat, so that you might be just ahead of it when you actually play the cut. So one thing you can try is just to put on a metronome, and with any phrase that you're working with this embellishment in it, you can always use a metronome to see where you are in terms of the beat, and to practice at a slow speed. Practice being relaxed when you approach it and not developing the muscle memory of being tense when you approach the cut, so that your wrist tightens up and everything about your playing starts to tighten up. So you want to practice the muscle memory of being relaxed. If you're interested in more online lessons for Cape Breton fiddling, please visit my website at www.kimberleysessions.com. And you'll be able to check out a sample lesson, and I have a blog post on there about learning the fiddle in general and more about Cape Breton fiddling. And of course, be sure to check out Fiddler Magazine at www.fiddle.com. Thanks a lot.